So if you were to look at the political template nationally, there are some signs that we are recovering as a nation, economically, spiritually, fundamentally as well. And there are young elected representatives like you getting into the parliament. So there is a sense of hope. When you see, well, I mean, when we were growing up, you used to hear about a scam every other day. But that is not true, at least at the central level. But that personal, person-to-person corruption at a local level still exists. The disarray at, a municipal level still exists. So unless we really fix that, how do we resolve this? Is there some template that you have seen, whether it's abroad or in India? Is it possible to make it work?
No, absolutely. And you are very right when you say in your assessment that urban governance in India has taken a backseat and it is in disarray, to borrow your words. As a nation, over the last 7 decades in our existence as an independent nation, we have not prioritized urbanization and urban governance with the priority that it deserved. Cities are the engines of economic growth, but we considered ourselves to be a largely rural economy, rural country, and our resources, our political narratives, our political capital, everything was invested only in making that better.
Yeah.
While people kept migrating to cities because that's the only way economic growth takes place.
Correct.
And our cities kept growing larger. You saw more and more people migrating from rural areas to our cities, but institutions that were supposed to deliver better governance in cities never actually arose. And it has been the same case in almost every Indian city. You take Mumbai today, the elections to the municipal corporation has not happened in a timely fashion. You take Pune, it is the same case. You take Chennai, it is the same case. You take Bangalore, corporation elections last happened 5 years ago. You don't have elected representatives here. So even though there was a 73rd, 74th amendment to the parliament to empower local bodies,
Right.
it never translated into a constitutional protection for regular conduct of elections for these institutions. So it is always at the whim and fancy of the state government. 1. 2. These institutions do not have financial autonomy and financial strength. They are given a pittance because most of the tax revenues goes to the central and the state governments, and it is only the state governments that decides, okay, a certain percentage gets devolved to these local bodies. So they do not even have the power of the purse. First, they don't have the power of the political power. Second, they don't have power financially. Third, there is absolutely no capacity building that has happened at the municipal level. Bangalore, Sharon, is suffering from bad urban planning.
Yeah.
It is suffering from insane traffic jams. But the BBMP does not have traffic engineers. It doesn't have specialized town planners. It is the same executive engineer with a civil engineering degree who actually has no academic training in urban planning or town planning, who keeps getting posted. Oh, he is posted as ADTP, he is posted as something else. And all that they do, with all due respect to the exceptional officers who may have occupied these posts, the 95% of them come, and if you are building a house, 5 days after the materials come in front of your house, they come, money is sought for plan approval, rent is sought, money is sought before your occupation certificate. The bylaws are in such a way that you can never construct a house, without a violation. So the moment there is a violation, they come and, per square feet start seeking rent. This is the urban planning. This is what passes off as town planning and urban planning in cities. So I think if we are serious about urban governance, we need to think long term, build and strengthen institutions politically, financially, and ensure that the cadre who is present there, the cadre of officers, there is accountability. You asked about are there examples from around the world? Almost every developed country has a full-time elected accountable mayor who has political and financial authority to actually deliver things.
Yeah.
It is absolutely absent in India's case.
But we
At
like
least here in Karnataka's case.
But we like Zoran Mamdani and we support him.
Well, it's restricted to some woke circles on certain social media pockets. But on a more serious note, why should we not learn from New York's mayoral system?
Absolutely.
A directly elected mayor who has the political and the financial authority to actually make a difference. And if he doesn't make a difference in the 5 years, he's elected out. There is an accountability.
Yeah.
Here in Bangalore, we had a 1-year term for a appointed mayor. Not even directly elected mayor. It was a mayor in council. 1-year term. Bangalore has 198 wards. If you take out the public holidays and the general holidays and the festival holidays, etc., even if the mayor makes a visit to one ward every day, he will not be able to complete the 198 wards in his tenure.
100%.
And naturally, the first month after getting elected goes in, taking around felicitations of getting nominated or elected. And then the last 2 months goes in preparation for your retirement. You have 8 months remaining. What will you do? Such structurally deficient institutions we have put in place for urban governance. The mayor is seen more as a ceremonial power. All the power rests with the municipal commissioner.
But, to be fair, I think the public frustration, at least in Bangalore, lies on both the parties this way. Because even the BJP maybe did not try to do, but, they've not done enough.
Correct?
People feel.
100%. If Bengaluru today has its municipal problems, all political parties that had opportunity to rule the state are equally responsible. There may have been incremental steps done by everybody, but it is still not enough. Well, I can say that when BJP was in power, we tried to expedite metro construction.
Sure.
We tried to bring in the BMLTA Act to have some coordination. We tried to, from this 1-year mayor, term, we tried to make it 2.5 years. These are all changes I say, BJP can take credit for. But is it still enough? It is not.
Right.
Therefore, I completely agree with you that unless there is a systemic relook at how urban governance is dealt with and how state capacity is built at the municipal level, unless these two things are addressed at a more comprehensive level, there is no, redemption from this urban mess that we are in.